Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Today's video is going to be another video in my best and worst series, and today I'm going to talk about cruelty-free affordable micellar waters. All of these are under $12, and the ones that are $12 exactly, you can get them on sale. So technically, I would consider them all under $10. I think I'm going to put that in the title, that they're under $10. I just wanted to make this a very thorough and complete, honest review of each product. Like always, this is no beef against the brand. I don't have anything against these brands specifically. These are all brands that I really enjoy, and there are lots of products from all of these brands that I love. So it's nothing personal, but I'm always going to be honest when I review products. My reviews are based on my personal preference and my skin type, things like that. So please keep that in mind when you're looking at these products. I wanted to give you a quick rundown on what I look for in a micellar water and also what type of skin I have. So I like a micellar water to be as close to water as possible. I don't want it to be super oily. I don't want it to be soapy. I don't want it to leave a weird residue. I want it to feel like water on my cotton pad, and when I'm putting it on my face, I want it to remove makeup and do the job, but I don't need it to have any extra benefits. I don't need it to be skincare. It's something that I'm probably just going to use as the first step in removing my makeup. When I usually remove makeup at the end of the day, 9.9 times out of 10, I'm using a micellar water or a makeup wipe or something to get the first layer of makeup off, and then I usually go in with a cleanser and warm water, stuff like that, to do an actual cleanse of my skin. So none of these are things that I leave on overnight. They're not things that I use as a toner. They're not stuff that I use as actual skincare because they're not actually on my skin for very long. So please just keep that in mind. That's what I look for in a micellar water. And then my skin is pretty normal. I get a little bit drier in the winter and a little bit more oily in the summer, but in general my skin is not very acne prone or oily. I do get hormonal breakouts like most women, but nothing crazy. I don't have any crazy skin issues. I do find that my skin can get irritated easily with heavy fragrances and with really heavy products. So any of the micellar waters in here that are kind of oily, I didn't really get along well with. I'm sure that's a very long intro. I apologize, but there's a lot of information I wanted to tell you first before I started reviewing. So I'm just going to get started. I'm going to start with Pacifica brand. I have 3 micellar waters from that brand. The first 2 I'm going to talk about are the cactus water and the coconut water micellar cleansing tonic. And number 1, the packaging on these are just beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love like the floral design and how there's kind of something in the back. These are both 100% vegan and cruelty-free. It says they're both good for 24 months. They don't expire for 24 months. I will talk about the expiration date on each of these because it's actually really different across the board. So these are both good for 24 months. I would definitely use up a micellar water before 2 years. So that's not really a big deal for me, but if you're someone who only uses these like to kind of fix mistakes in your eye makeup or just like touch up and remove little things, then just know that this one is good for 2 years. The first ingredient in both of these is water, and the fourth ingredient in both of these is glycerin. These are both $12 for 8 ounces, which makes them $1.50 an ounce, and that's kind of middle of the road for this video for the ones that I'm talking about. I definitely have some that are more expensive and some that are a lot less expensive, so $1.50 per ounce isn't too bad. If you use a lot of micellar water like I do, I run through it very quickly, that's kind of expensive for me. These both say they're also a toner. That's not very relevant for me, but if you're looking for a 2-in-1 kind of product, then these both are also listed for toners. The coconut one is for all skin types, especially stressed, and the cactus water is just for all skin types. It does say on the packaging to avoid contact with your eyes, which I think is odd for a micellar water because a lot of people use micellar waters to remove eye makeup as well, and so that's kind of weird to me. I haven't noticed anything crazy with these. They don't burn my eyes. I find that if I rub too hard with any of these micellar waters, I will bother the skin around my eyes just because I have very sensitive eyes, and I feel like most people do. It's a very thin part of your face, so just be careful not to rub too hard when you're removing eye makeup in general, but these ones, I don't find that they're bothersome to my eyes at all. In general, especially compared to the other micellar waters that I have, I would give these a 3 out of 5 stars. I think they're a good solid product. I definitely recommend trying them if you have normal skin and you're not too sensitive because they are slightly scented. I will say the coconut water one doesn't really smell like coconut to me. They're both very lightly fragranced, but there is a fragrance there. So if you are against fragrance, I wouldn't try it. I still give these a 3 out of 5 stars. I probably won't repurchase them just because there are some micellar waters in here that I'll be talking about today that I absolutely love and are even cheaper than these. So I will use them up happily, but I don't think I would repurchase personally, but I do recommend trying them out if you're curious. The next micellar water from Pacifica is the Happy Water Herbal Tea Essence Wash. This doesn't specifically say micellar water on the packaging, but it is kind of grouped into the micellar waters in my opinion. It is used to rinse your skin and get rid of makeup and stuff. It's definitely a lot more gentle. I wouldn't say it's very good at removing eye makeup. The Pacifica ones are a little bit better. If you're using like heavy waterproof makeup, waterproof mascara, inglot eyeliner, you might have to use something a tiny bit more heavy duty, but I think for your average makeup wear, I think those are really good. They definitely work for me even when I wear more dramatic makeup. I still find that it's fine with my eye makeup. This one doesn't really do as good of a job. I also don't love the scent. My description of the scent might not be the most universally relatable, because I don't know if you're from different parts of the world, if you've ever watched the Flintstones, but this smells like those chewable vitamins, the Flintstone chewable vitamins. That's what it smells like. It's like berry and kind of medicinal and chalky. I don't know. I don't care for that. I don't like rubbing it all over my face. Everything I've tried from the Pacifica berry line has had this scent, and I'm sure some people really enjoy it, but for me, it's just not really my cup of tea. So that's kind of a turnoff. I will use it up, especially when I have really light makeup on and I don't need something heavy duty. I'll use this for that. This is for age-defiant skin types. I don't know what that means. This is also 100% vegan and cruelty-free. It's also $12 for 8 ounces, which brings it to $1.50 per ounce. I just don't enjoy this, so I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 5 stars. As a makeup remover, as a micellar water, I don't think it's the best out there, and so I don't really recommend it for that. Still okay, just not a big fan of the scent. I think I'm a little bit biased because I just don't care for the scent. The next 2 micellars I have to talk about are from the Yes To line. This is the Yes To Cucumbers Micellar Water, and this is the Yes To Coconut Micellar Water. I like the packaging on these a lot. I love that you can open it and like untwist it and push it down with your cotton pad, and then you can twist it and it will lock it. So I think these are really great for traveling. I don't travel with micellar waters. I would much rather just travel with a makeup removing wipe. So I wouldn't necessarily take these traveling with me, but if you are someone who likes to, these ones are definitely the least likely to leak and get gross and spill everywhere. So these are fantastic for traveling. I really like the packaging. I also love the scent. Both the cucumber and the coconut scent from the Yes To line I love. I think they're fantastic. They are scented though. If you don't like scented products in any skincare step within your, makeup removing routine, then I don't think these would work for you. But these are really nice. They don't burn my eyes. They do a great job at removing makeup. Once again, if you're trying to remove waterproof mascara and inglot eyeliner, these might not be the best, but if you're just using it to remove eye makeup, I think it's good. They have 95% natural ingredients. I don't know what that means. These are both good for 12 months. I did not say, but the Pacifica berry one is also good for 24 months. I really do enjoy these. These are both $8.99 for 7.77 ounces. And that brings it around to $1.16 per ounce, which is more affordable than the Pacifica ones. Not the cheapest in all of the micellar waters I'm going to talk about today, but these are good. I really do enjoy these. You can see the cucumber one's almost done. I love putting the product on 2 cotton rounds and then setting it on my eyes at night. It kind of feels like I'm putting 2 cucumber slices on my eyes. It's very relaxing and nice. I do really enjoy these. I would definitely recommend trying these. If you don't like the scent of coconut or the scent of cucumber, don't try these because they definitely smell like coconut and cucumber. They have no parabens, SLS, or silicones. They don't give a specific type of skin that they are best for, so I'm going to assume they're good for all skin types. They don't bother my skin, they don't irritate my skin, even with the scent, even with the fragrance, so I think they would be good for all skin types. I would give both of these a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really do love them. I wish they were more affordable, but I think you are just paying more for the fancy packaging, and I definitely think that's worth it. It's a good product. I would absolutely recommend these. The next one I want to talk about is from Wet n Wild. This is the Wet n Wild Micellar Cleansing Water, and it says it's for eyes, lips, and face. It's definitely a biophase product. If you can see, it has the oil in it, and when you shake it up, it kind of turns into like a milky product. I don't like that in a micellar water, so I'm kind of already biased. On top of that, it's $4.99 for 2.88 ounces, even though it is technically the most affordable micellar water product that I'm talking about today. If you look at it from a cost per ounce perspective, it is actually $1.73 per ounce. If you can get this cheaper, like for $4.68 at Walmart, then it brings it down to $1.63 per ounce. Still, that is the most expensive per ounce that I'll be talking about today. So don't let that fool you. Look at it from a per ounce perspective, because sometimes you can find other products that will give you more product for less, even if it's actually more money, like even if the cost is higher. Do you know what I mean? So always look at average cost. It's very important. So this is definitely the cheapest, but it's also the most expensive per ounce. I don't like that it has the biophase. I don't like the oil. I find that it is kind of heavy. I feel like it leaves a residue on my skin. I don't like that. The packaging is similar to the Yes To micellar waters, but I just find that like whenever you push down, it really like squirts. It's like more violent than the Yes To one. So it's got the similar packaging and it is smaller. I do trust this for traveling. I think it would be very hard to have this like crack or spill or leak anywhere. Also, I don't believe the Wet n Wild one says how long it's good for. It doesn't have an expiration date on here, and it does say that it's ophthalmologist tested. It does bother my eyes, and I can't say that it would bother everyone's eyes because I do have very sensitive eyes. How many times am I going to say eyes? It burns my eyes, and I don't care for that, and I don't like the film that it leaves. I just don't really like this. I will use it up, but another thing is it's so tiny that I've used this for a little bit over a week. The first couple of times I used it all over my face and on my eyes, and then afterwards I just solely used it on my eyes. It's already half gone. So you would burn through this in like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks time if you used it every single day. So I don't really like that. I just, for some reason, I burn through this so much more quickly than any of the other products that I'm talking about today. So I'm going to give this a 1 out of 5 stars. I know that's really harsh. It is good at removing waterproof eye makeup, but it does burn. So yeah, 1 out of 5 stars. I'm sorry. Wet n Wild, I love other products from your brand. It's just this one particular I just don't care for. Another one that's kind of like a biophase product is the Ulta Beauty Fresh Face Micellar Water, and it has micellar technology. It's for face, eyes, and lips. It does say on the bottom that it expires in May of 2020, so it is good for like the next, I don't know, 2.5 years. So that's not bad. This one, you can't really see through the packaging, but it is like a biophase, more kind of like oily water. Don't care for that in general. It's not nearly as heavy as a Wet n Wild one. It is still good at removing eye makeup, so if you kind of want that middle of the road micellar water slash kind of like oily eye makeup remover, you want both of them in one. This is a good halfway point. This is $9 for 8 ounces. That brings it down to $1.13 per ounce. Not bad. Cheaper than the Pacifica ones. I do have one that I'm talking about later that is even cheaper than all of them by far, so it's not the cheapest one, but it is still pretty good. This one slightly bothered my eyes, but as long as I made sure not to rub too hard and like keep the product on my eye for too long, it wasn't bad. I definitely wouldn't repurchase it, but I will use it up. I do think it's worth a try. Ulta has really great deals where you can get like buy one get one free, buy two get one free, buy one get one 40% off. They always have deals going on, so you can get this for a really great price if you time it out right. I like the packaging. It's very simple and cute. This one just recently showed up on the Ulta website, like maybe 2 months ago from what I saw. And I do like that they're repackaging some of their skincare and they're coming out with new fancier stuff. So I'm excited to try other products from this brand. This is good, but just because of my personal preferences, I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's okay. I would recommend trying, but I'm not going to repurchase personally. And the very last one I'm going to talk about is the NYX Stripped Off Micellar Water. This is a big container. It is 13.5 ounces. It's $7 at Ulta and on NYX's website. If you can get the Ulta sale where it's like buy one get one free for NYX, you can actually get this for $3.50. What? You can get 2 of these for $7? That is so incredibly inexpensive. This is 52 cents per ounce. This is what I'm talking about. Like, this is fantastic. It removes makeup, it removes eye makeup well, it doesn't have any scent, it doesn't have any residue, it just checks off all the boxes. It's fantastic. The only thing about it that's weird is that the expiration date is 6 months. I'm not gonna listen to that. I'm gonna use it until it's gone. I'm not gonna throw it away after 6 months. I don't really listen to expiration dates, but I know some people are a lot more particular and careful about that kind of thing, so just keep that in mind. If you don't think you're gonna use up this whole thing in 6 months, then it might not be worth the money for you. The packaging is a bit bulky and you have to be careful because like there's a very thin hole in there, so you have to be careful to like really get your cotton round near it before you splatter it out, because if not, it will just like shoot out across the room. I think what I'm going to do is once I use up the Yes to Cucumber and Yes to Coconut products, the micellar waters, I think I'm going to put this in those containers so I can use the fantastic packaging with the Yes to Coconuts one, but the great formula and price of the NYX one, and kind of combine the best of both worlds. This is definitely my favorite one. I give a 5 out of 5 stars, absolutely. I just really do like this. I definitely plan on repurchasing this one and this one alone once I've used up all the other micellar waters that I have. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this was an informative video, and I really hope that you came away from this video finding a new micellar water that you're excited to try. Please let me know if you've tried any of these and you liked them, or if you didn't and why. Please share your skin type so that we can get a better idea of how these products would work on people who have a different skin type than mine. Also, I know Pacifica has another micellar water. It's the kale version. I was very scared to try it because I don't think it's for my skin type, and also I've been reading in a lot of reviews that it burns people's eyes, and so I was really scared to try it. I just didn't want to mess up my skin like that. I figured I had 3 Pacifica micellar waters that I could talk about and give thorough reviews on. I didn't have to pick up the 4th one, especially if there was a chance of it like really burning my eyes and my skin. If you have tried the kale one and you recommend it, please talk about why in the comments. Please give your own review and talk about what kind of skin type you have. It might work for some people, even if I don't think it would work for me. But in the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.